win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Notre Dame's offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Hold and fire complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy. Each and every week, this dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Green. The short hands, it's Russell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Finds some fresh air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got enough space. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Excellent pass by the back on the option. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping.
Whooping, going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board. They are going nuts. Sweet.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Got it on the outside, it's Love. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Rides the back on the option, the give. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Grab near the marker. It's Payne. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Off play action. He's got it and still on his feet. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
Barrels ahead. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Leaves it with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Green. Got it in the middle. It's Platt. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pucks it out of the air. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. He'll pull it on the read. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Throws to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Hill. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. This is a really good call because that angle route is tough to cover, especially on a 3rd down.
And that's a really tough route to cover because the running back looks like he's going to the flats and then cuts it right to the middle of the field. Easy pitch and catch from quarterback to running back to get the 1st down.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Power football with the run. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Gives it on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas. Great job out of the back on the option.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Hides the ball. Here he comes on the bootleg. They get it into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Young. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Just keeps moving. Brings him to the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He's got an open man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Marcus Freeman added another chapter to the year 3 success stories of Notre Dame coaches taking the Irish to the national championship game, and he looks like a cornerstone coach for the future.
It was so impressive what they were able to do, bouncing back from an early season loss against Northern Illinois when everybody counted them out. He's done an outstanding job recruiting. He's got a great coaching staff. This team is built and ready to make another run.
Yeah, he's got superstar written all over. He has the next coach to break that ceiling and win a title. Just recruiting up, belief up, discipline up. Notre Dame looks like a national championship contender.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this: we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a
shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release on the RPO. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They'll run it from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Trying play action. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. To the air, it's Green. Flushed out of the pocket. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Razorbacks in the hurry-up. Tight end now in motion. Rides the back and leaves it. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Creates a little room. But powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Gives it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On target to the left. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used the reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Gonna look downfield again. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Columbia, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Kentucky. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Green. Takes the easy one to the back. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The give on the option. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arkansas.
Let's go. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field.
White 53. White 50.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down and run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Razorbacks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He'll do it himself. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Here come the Irish back on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able...
And the ball's out, and they're after it. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Scanning the field, it's Carr. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the right. That's reeled in. It's locked. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Caught over the middle. It's Pauley. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Got his man on the right. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line. Now on the move. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Arkansas.
Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. To the air on first down. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Green. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Looking for a man. It's Green. Grabbed behind the line. It's Green. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Great place to start for this offense. He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to fall back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They take the lead with the 6.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Razorbacks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The play action fake. Finds the tight end. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Razorbacks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? To throw, it's Green. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. The offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Payne. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Well, just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points there, and he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Here's the pressure. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down. Now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up. And they better get him double teamed because they can't block him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Love. Right down the boulevard. Touchdown, Irish. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Rides to back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on deep.
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt his defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
The Razorbacks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. A lot of urgency for this offense. Gives it on the option. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. And the Razorbacks are marching down the field. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Unloads to the wideout. Snags it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Trying to surge it in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 9 From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Now on second down. The give on the option. There he goes. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. We reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with a first down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Fields.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Off play action. Scrambling away. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Locke. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
When you got third and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Buffalo is in front. They've represented Western New York so well today, but they still have to finish the job, and that's not a given. They're up by a field goal over UConn. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Rides the back on the option. The give. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Razorbacks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll do it himself. They stopped him cold in the backfield, and all he needed was inches on third down.
Well, that time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They stop him short of the marker. It over on downs. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Off-play action on first down. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's been throwing bullets all over the field.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Carr. On the move, he fires. Finds a man on the left. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. Got him downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this fourth quarter.
Jukes his way for more. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. He's got room. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays like we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Going to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it. And all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Finds his big tight end. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And he makes the catch. The 2-point conversion is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Green. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Looking for a gap. It's Hill. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking to throw. It's Green. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to buy time. That's it, 5. He's got it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds his man. It's Blake. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Going to try to get it himself. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Snap in the shotgun. Pocket breaking down. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Green. Oh, they're after him. The offense uses a timeout. 20 ticks remaining. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Blake. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it. The points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.